Hey DIYers, I'm George from Alarm Grid. Today we're going to be going over how to add a Qolsys remote to an IQ2 panel using the access point mode. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. First thing we want to do is make sure that you have the IQ2's Wi-Fi enabled, right? So to do that, you just need to press or pull down on the top of the screen, go to Settings, Advanced Settings. Then the codes you want to enter, if your panel is defaulted, is going to be 1111 or 2222. 1111. So those are both my default dealer and installer codes, all right? After I go there, you simply hit the Wi-Fi button, and once you're there, now by default, the panel usually comes with Wi-Fi enabled, but just in case, I'm just having you guys do this step just in case it's not enabled. If you just look to the far right over here, you're going to see activate Wi-Fi, and to the right there's a check mark. If yours is unchecked, then that means your Wi-Fi on the panel is turned off. So we do want to make sure that that is actually turned on. All right. After you check mark it, it says Wi-Fi turning on. After you've activated the Wi-Fi, from there you can choose to either connect to a Wi-Fi or not, but keep in mind, one little caveat about using access point mode. If your panel is connected to Wi-Fi and you're using that as your primary connection, if you do the access point mode, it's going to cut off the Wi-Fi signaling to alarm.com. So if you have it monitored by a central station, the Wi-Fi, it no longer communicates through the Wi-Fi path. It will only use cellular if you're doing the access point mode. So something to keep in mind when you're doing this, right? So mine automatically connects to my Wi-Fi network because that's what it was on before. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the back arrow key one time. Now, just a little bit about the access point mode before I get into the pairing of it. The reason why you would want to use an access point mode is for a location that has no Wi-Fi or where the Wi-Fi signal to the remote or to the panel is low. So for instance, if you have a vacation home or a cabin and you guys don't have any Wi-Fi, the only way to connect the remote is going to be through an access point mode. If you guys have the IQ2 remote next to the router and you have the IQ2 next to the router and the IQ remote somewhere else in the house where it doesn't have good connection to the Wi-Fi, that may cause issues. So if the connection between the access point mode within the IQ2 and the IQ remotes, if that's stronger than the Wi-Fi, you may want to consider doing the access point mode. So these are two different reasons why you may want to do the access point mode. But again, keep in mind, if you do, you lose the Wi-Fi signaling to the central station, all right? So now that we have the Wi-Fi enabled on the IQ2, we now need to set up the access point mode settings. So to do that, we're going to go to Installation, we're going to go to Devices, and then we're going to go to Wi-Fi devices. From there, you should see access point settings. This is where you're going to name the access point from the IQ2. You're going to give it a password. That way you can connect to it with your IQ remote. So for instance, I currently have mine with the default SSID. I'm going to go ahead and actually change that to something I know so that it's easier for me to find when I go to set up my IQ remote. So I'm going to change the SSID. If you just tap on it, it'll bring up the option. You can go ahead and tap on the right. I'm going to delete it all out. I'm just going to type in IQ test. IQ T-E-S-T. IQ test. I hit OK. That is now my new SSID name. All right. Give it a moment. You guys also have the option of changing the password, which is also recommended. If you guys don't want to change the password and you need to know what the existing password is, if you just click here, access point password, it'll show you what it is. I previously changed mine to testing1. It was a bunch of characters before. Again, I'm just going to change it to show you guys what I can change it to. I'll do change password, and it's going to ask you to type in the new password and confirm it. Just as a good practice, just so you guys know that you're entering in the correct things or entering in the correct characters, if you do show password, it will show you each character that you type in as you type it in, right? So for this one, I'll just put test IQ. Now, when you're creating the password, it does need to be 8 characters long. It needs to have an alphabetical character and a numerical character. All right. So test IQ 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, test IQ 1, 1. Actually, no. Test IQ 2, and then 1. And then I got to type it in again just to confirm it. I'm using the IQ 2, and then I'll just put the 1. I hit OK. It's going to apply my changes. All right, so I'm just going to hit the back arrow key just to back out of that screen. Now that you have the access point settings on the IQ2 setup, now what's next is you have to connect your IQ remote, right? So you're connecting your IQ remote to the access point that you just created on the IQ2. So the IQ remote, you should see the Wi-Fi is enabled. If nothing is coming up on that list, make sure that that little check mark right there is green, all right? Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Make sure that the little check mark right next to activate Wi-Fi is checked off and it's green. If it's not green, then the Wi-Fi on the panel is disabled. Now, if it's your first time powering on the IQ remote, the Wi-Fi should be enabled by default, but just in case it's not, just make sure it's green. After that, you should see a list of Wi-Fi networks that come up or access points. So remember, I named my IQ2 access point as IQ test. So if I click on it, I then need to type in the password to connect to it. So I put test IQ 2 1. And just to make sure you spelled it right, you can go ahead and hit show password. Test IQ 2 1. I'm going to hit connect. And then it's going to connect. It shows connected. Now, the last thing we have to do is pair it. All right. To pair it, if you just go back to the main screen on the panel, again, swipe up from the top, go to settings, advanced settings, and you can use 1111 or 2222. I use 1111. After you're there, you're going to go ahead and now make your way over to installation, because we're actually installing a new, we're programming a new keypad. You then go to devices, go to Wi-Fi devices. You then go to the IQ remote devices. And now it's in pairing, or it's not in pairing mode yet, but you should see a button to pair. You're going to hit pair on the IQ2. And as soon as you hit pair on the IQ2, you also want to hit pair on the IQ remote. So I hit pair, pair. It's going to try pairing with the primary panel, which is the IQ2. Once it's successful, there will be a patch that needs to be downloaded to the IQ remote, and that usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes. So you want to make sure that you let the IQ remote download that patch, and once it's finished downloading that patch, it'll actually reboot. Well, I'm sorry, it won't reboot. It'll just go back to the main arming screen that the IQ2 remote will be on. All right, so we just have to wait a little bit until it finally pairs. Again, this could take a while, so be patient with the remotes and with the IQ2, okay? All right, so mine had already downloaded the patch file from the previous connection, but again, when yours starts connecting and it pairs, it will have a loading bar at the bottom saying that it's downloading the patch file, and like I said, it usually takes 3 to 5 minutes. Now that the keypads are paired, you should see the IQ remote. It says active. You can choose to delete it if you want. You can actually have up to 3 IQ remotes paired to the IQ2. Yeah, so something to keep in mind there. So as you see, my IQ remote is at the home screen. My IQ2, if I just go to the home, it's going to be disarmed. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you test the IQ remote to make sure it works wherever you want to place it. So basically, you would grab your remote, go to the location in the house or the area where you're going to be installing it. Make sure that the connection to the panel is still good. So if I arm it, the command goes through. Easy way to test it. I just hit the X. It stops. We are now paired in access point mode. That was just a quick video on how to do that. If you guys have any questions on the pairing process, feel free to email us. Our email is support@alarmgrid.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit like, and enable notifications. That way, whenever we upload new content, you guys do get notified. I'm George. I'll see you guys next time.